Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Dallas, Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news in what could be one of the most significant moves of the NFL offseason. The Dallas Cowboys are reportedly eyeing a blockbuster trade that might reshape their defense and strengthen their championship odds. The buzz around the league is that the Cowboys are looking to acquire Derwin James, the talented safety from the Los Angeles Chargers, in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. This potential deal has NFL insiders buzzing, and if it goes through, it could be a game-changer for Dallas, especially as they look to contend for another Super Bowl title. For years now, the Cowboys' secondary has been a mix of promising talent and inconsistent performances. Players like Jaron Kearse and Malik Hooker have shown sparks of brilliance, but injuries and inconsistency have hampered their ability to dominate the back end of the defense. Adding a player like Derwin James, a three-time Pro Bowler known for his hybrid safety skills, versatility, and playmaking ability, could provide the stability and explosiveness the Cowboys need to elevate their entire defense. James is not just any safety. He's a game-changer, a player who can line up in various positions, from deep coverage to blitzing the quarterback. His athleticism, combined with his football IQ, makes him one of the most feared safeties in the league. In 2025, despite missing some games, James was among the top safeties in PFF grading, with an impressive 89.2 grade, ranking him in the top 3 among his peers. His ability to make plays all over the field, whether forcing turnovers or disrupting the opposition's game plan, would be a massive boost for the Cowboys' defense, which has been solid but somewhat inconsistent at times. The Chargers, currently sitting at 5-4, are in a tricky cap situation, with about $16 million in future cap space, and are focusing on freeing up money by moving James. Their defense has performed well this season, giving up just 22.8 points per game, but the team is also aware that maintaining star power like James might not be sustainable financially. The Chargers see the potential in trading James for a second-round pick and some cap relief, especially as they look to retool their roster and prepare for the future. From the Cowboys' perspective, acquiring James would be a strategic move to solidify their secondary and add a versatile playmaker who can handle multiple roles. With their current safeties, Hooker and Wilson, both dealing with injuries, the addition of James would be like injecting new life into a unit that has struggled with consistency. Hooker, for instance, is currently out with a foot injury, and Wilson has been sidelined with a knee issue. Having James on the field would allow the Cowboys to deploy a more aggressive, flexible defense, helping them generate more turnovers, reduce big plays allowed, and keep opposing offenses in check. Statistically, James is a menace. In 2025, he recorded 42 solo tackles, 16 assists, and 5 sacks, along with 2 interceptions and 4 pass defenses. His coverage skills are elite. He sports a 92% success rate in coverage, allowing just 0.24 EPA per target, which is among the best in the league. His ability to read plays and close in on the ball carrier makes him a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. When you look at how he transforms a secondary, it's clear he's not just a safety. He's a difference maker, a true X factor. The impact of adding James to the Cowboys' defense could be profound. His presence alone could elevate the entire unit, projecting an increase of around 10 more tackles per game, a 23% improvement in coverage EPA, and perhaps most importantly, an increase in turnovers, something the Cowboys have been eager to improve upon. His ability to create chaos and force turnovers would give the offense more opportunities to score, especially with Dak Prescott leading the charge. Speaking of Prescott, the Cowboys' offense has been solid this season, but has also shown flashes of inconsistency. Having a defense that can put opponents in long-yardage situations and generate quick turnovers would allow Prescott to operate with more confidence and less pressure. The red zone efficiency has improved, but a more aggressive, turnover-generating defense could lead to even more points scored. Plus, with James on the field, the Cowboys could reduce opponents' yards per carry by about 4 yards, limiting the rushing attack of division rivals like the Eagles and Giants. The NFC East has always been a fiercely competitive division, with the Eagles and Giants both fielding formidable teams. The Eagles, with their high-powered offense and stout defense, are currently considered one of the top contenders in the NFC. The Giants have been improving and are always a threat when their defense steps up. For the Cowboys to stay ahead, they need to make bold moves, and acquiring a player like James could be that move. His presence would not only improve the secondary, but also send a message across the league that Dallas is serious about contending for another Super Bowl. The odds for the Cowboys winning Super Bowl LXI, which were at plus 8,000 earlier in the season, could plummet if this trade materializes and the team starts to gel with James in the fold. Bookmakers are already adjusting their projections, and a more balanced, aggressive defense could push Dallas into the plus 3,500 range or even better. A player of James' caliber would be a perfect complement to the Cowboys' existing stars, creating a fearsome defense that's capable of shutting down elite offenses. The trade also signals a shift in the Cowboys' strategy. They've historically been aggressive in adding playmakers on offense, but now they're clearly looking to bolster their defense with the same intensity. The focus on a hybrid safety like James, who can blitz, cover, and make plays around the line of scrimmage, fits perfectly with the Cowboys' recent emphasis on versatile, adaptable defenses. This move could also serve as a blueprint for future acquisitions, emphasizing the importance of hybrid players who can do it all. The Chargers, on the other hand, are caving into cap constraints and strategic retooling. Moving James would free up about $14 million in cap space, which they could use to bolster their defensive line or address other areas of need. While some might doubt whether a second-round pick is enough for a player of James' caliber, NFL insiders believe that the Chargers are prioritizing cap flexibility and future assets over holding onto their star safety. It's a strategic move, driven by both financial considerations and the desire to rebuild the roster. For the Cowboys fans, the excitement is palpable. The potential addition of Derwin James would not just be a splash move. It could be the key piece that elevates their defense into elite territory. Imagine a secondary anchored by James, combined with the likes of Diggs and the rest of their talented squad. The possibilities are endless: more turnovers, fewer big plays allowed, and a defense that can dominate in critical moments. It's the kind of move that could push the Cowboys from playoff contenders to legitimate Super Bowl favorites. Of course, nothing is certain until the trade is official, but all signs point toward a serious push by Dallas to make this happen. The front office has shown in the past that they're willing to make bold moves, and acquiring a player like James would be a bold statement that their window for a championship is still wide open. It also underscores the team's commitment to maximizing Dak Prescott's prime years and ensuring their defense is ready to handle the league's best offenses. Looking ahead, if this trade goes through, the Cowboys could see a significant boost in their win probability. Their defense, which currently ranks in the middle of the pack, could jump into the top 5 with James's addition. That would mean more wins, more home playoff games, and a better shot at finally breaking through to secure that elusive Super Bowl victory. It's the kind of move that could define the franchise's trajectory for years to come. Now, as we consider the impact on their division rivals, the NFC East just got a whole lot more interesting. The Eagles, with their dynamic offense led by Jalen Hurts and their stout defense, will certainly see the Cowboys as a bigger threat if this move materializes. The Giants, always lurking around, will need to adjust their game plans to deal with a Dallas secondary that just got a whole lot more intimidating. And the Commanders, still in rebuild mode, might feel the pressure to keep up in a division that's now even more competitive. The NFL landscape is always shifting, but one thing's clear: the Dallas Cowboys are not sitting back. They're making moves, aiming for greatness, and with the potential addition of Derwin James, their Super Bowl ambitions could be closer than ever. This could be the start of a new chapter, one where the Cowboys not only compete but dominate, thanks to a defense that strikes fear into opponents and a team that's hungry for another championship. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news.